Too many people beat around the bush on this topic. We're going to deal with it immediately. Should relationships be hard or easy?
Relationships ain't no joke. You're spending the majority of your time with this person. This person is your next of kin, not your mama, not your daddy, not your favorite daughter. Your spouse is your next of kin. What does that mean, Beck? Think about that when you want to call them names, because that's the person that's going to be there for you through thick or thin. And if you can't count on them, you need to say goodbye.
I think one of the challenges that I see is that communication is something else, especially those nonverbals, that body language, that ignoring each other, hanging up the phone, when that disrespect kicks in. It gets dirty. It gets nasty.
Yeah.
I've never been married before, but I've been in some relationships, and let me tell you, each one of them had serious communication breakdowns. And in those moments, I ran.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm proud of it, but I was able to leave. This is not my husband.
It's okay.
But when you're married,
listen, I don't want to oversimplify it.
One of the biggest debates in modern times when it comes to relationships is, should it be hard or easy? Is it hard or easy? Some people say if it's hard, it's not meant to be. Others say anything worth having takes work. What's the truth? I think it's a possibility the truth is somewhere in the middle. However, I'm more geared to the easy. A healthy relationship should feel easy. In the right areas, it requires work in the other areas. The connection itself should feel easy. If it's not, I would absolutely say get out of here. Get out of there. That part shouldn't be hard. You shouldn't feel like you're forcing chemistry, attraction, or forcing basic respect between you and that person. When two people genuinely like each other, the energy flows naturally. The conversation feels natural. Being around each other doesn't feel like a job or an interview. If you constantly feel like you're convincing yourself to care, or you can trying to convince them to care, convincing them to call you back, convincing them to treat you right, convincing them to spend time, that's not relationship work. That's misalignment. It's a level of misalignment in that. A lot of things that people don't realize, that people forget, even a relationship that's profound and good still take effort. You got two people coming from completely different backgrounds, different families, different traumas, different morals, different integrities, different character, different value systems, and they have different expectations. That means it's going to be some disagreements, some misunderstandings, and some moments where I have to show patience. And a lot of us, me included, have a problem with showing patience. Not showing it alone, it might be a requirement. So the work is learning how to communicate, learning how to compromise, learning how to grow together instead of growing apart. Learning how to argue. I know that's deep. That's going to go over your head. A lot of people don't know how to argue and come to a respectful common ground. Instead, you get off the rails and we liable to file a divorce or a breakup over some super duper insufficient. We gotta learn how to solve problems together and not feel like I'm surviving this person surviving me, we surviving each other. It's no good. If it feels like emotional constant, we going to war, stressful, constant, we not trusting each other, and constant disrespect, that's not healthy, fam. That's drama. And trauma disguised this, I love her, she love me. Gabo. Found more. On phone now. The best relationships often have a certain level of calmness to them. She feels supported, you feel supported. He feel understood, you feel understood. Y'all both feel like it's easier with your significant other and not harder. Okay? But that don't mean it's not gonna be no challenges. Life itself is challenging. It's a difficult task. You're dealing with work, money, family, health, goals, aspirations, dreams. But the right partner you're going to fight life with, you're not going to constantly fight with each other. You're going to fight life together. Don't let that go over your head. So, should a relationship be hard or easy? Trick question. But it's not about that. Is the difficulty in the relationship coming from life or from the significant other? Because if two people are aligned in values and respect and effort and appreciation, the relationship itself becomes one of the few peaceful places that you have in this chaotic world. And that might be the real challenge and the real goal of the relationship. Mm-hmm. You still tapped in? Bigger play. Get your cups. $100 each. Or should it be 50 each? Or maybe 25. 10. Okay, $10. I'll send you a cup. So the goal is not perfection, but togetherness. Should a relationship be hard or easy? Ask yourself that question. These are conversations for the masses to be had. I'm just asking and I'm just giving a certain perspective on it, okay? Tap in, Funky Hope.